It's like 9 o'clock in the morning where you're at, Ange. I love when you decide to do a live and every notification wants to come up. But it's tomorrow. It's 9 a.m. tomorrow. Oh, hot peppermint tea. We're in my kitchen, and yes, that is a Christmas decoration from 2024. Oh my God, I had all my cabinets wrapped like Christmas gifts, and I forgot to take one down, and it's just been like that for what, 7 months now. So it's just gonna stay. Hi. Hey. Mutt Nuts Crazy Crafting. How are you? Tracy. I know. Tracy's trying to push a foofy Santa on me from Peggy Collins. I can't get Bud the Tabby Cat. We got Ange, Min, Gabrielle, Mutt Nuts, Tracy in the house. You guys are the guys that I'm sure are ready for. Let me not discard this. I just did a whole video and discarded it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why you're in my kitchen. I was like, I got to eat something. I got to get some brain power. Hot, trying not to melt here in Maryland. It was so nice this morning. I'm in Philly. It was so nice this morning, and now the humidity is just like a wet blanket on top of you. And I can't put the air on because all you'll hear is this humming. Who else is here? Hello, hello, whoever's. Hi, Matt. How is everyone? You guys are here, hopefully, for the information on the events coming. Diamond painting, Jules in the Rain, happy birthday. They're so cute. They even have birthdays right next to each other. Stop with these notifications. No, it'll drive me crazy because I'll hear the humming in the background. I can't stand it. I love my phone. I have a Galaxy S23 Ultra. I know the 25 has come out, but I haven't, upgrade it. And this phone picks up every noise. Yeah, you're in Canada. Is it still snowing there? Min's in Canada. Tracy. I lived in Florida, and you just need one hot summer, and then the heat doesn't bother you anymore. Oh, thanks, Matt. Matt said he's been a sub, followed quietly with videos for a while, but first I've tried to catch a live. So I am having Kristen on next week. I grew up in Ontario, and I know well what it is like to have humidity. Now I live in Canada's desert, hot and dry. I love it. Oh gosh, so do I. It's just like, it's summer. It's supposed to be hot, but when I lived in Florida and you had the summer, it was hot, and then the rest of the year it was hot, but then it would like cool down, and you would have like this very nice breeze coming in at around 3 o'clock, and then it would just cool down at nighttime. So great. I have Kristen coming on next week. For those of you doing Witch Witch, is anybody doing Witch Witch? The Ren's first diamond painting event from the Diamond Art Emporium. So just let me get that out there now before I forget. She will be here next week, and we will be talking, of course, about her paintings. And I think those of you that are doing it, you all fell in love with My Best Friend. It is so cute. It's such a cute canvas. And it looks like, who I keep getting confused with Peter Pan, but wasn't Casper's friend Wendy too? Oh God, I don't know how anybody does it in California. I thought all they had to worry about was earthquakes. The little ghost is so cute. And I'm doing two-hand clutch because it reminds me of Bewitched on the broomstick. Um, I hear John's ask. I'm also in my kitchen because Foofy, ever since I had my back done, and I have the canopy out there, he thinks that this is his domain, and all day long he's in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And so, like, I let him out. I'm like, Foofy, I got to like eat something really quick, and I got to get ready for my live. And he's still out there. So John went and sat out there with him. Why did I take my hair down? Jules and Lorraine have a cool summer. You guys are in Canada too. Oh, I love that you guys fell in love. I think that there was a little confusion. You don't have to do a Diamond Art Emporium canvas, which we're going to read. I'm going to read those of you that know Tammy, Diamond Painting with Tammy, Diamond Painting Tammy with NMD. If you've done anything with Ditzy or Rich at speaking of diamonds, you probably know Tammy. And she did a really That's actually Kristen's favorite artist, Inez Guerrero. I know I'm saying it wrong. Kristen says it right. When I heard it, I was like, oh, I got to remember how she says it. That's her favorite artist. It's a witch and a black cat. And I think, Tracy, you got one too. And I think also, oh gosh, my woman in gold is going into her third year with Summer with the Masters. Two-hand clutch. Because Kristen was with NASCAR for a while. I have a really funny story to tell about Kristen. She's got, well, I don't want to Tammy is going to do her life story. Rich had her on Sunday and they talked about AI and really cleared up a lot of misconceptions with AI. I think we all had our hair on fire when we heard AI, especially for me that knew have friends, and I knew that their children went into graphic design, and now they were like falling apart, that AI was going to take everything over. But Kristen really did a really good explanation of it. I mean, there are artists that I like on Dreamer Designs that have been fine art. Their paintings have been considered fine art, and now they're being rendered into diamond paintings, and they have to go through some sort of AI process to get all the little details and stuff and get it so that it can be rendered into a diamond painting. So she did a really good job. I couldn't make the live. My mom had turned 85 and we were out to dinner, and so that ran late. And so I caught the replay with Rich. So Rich and Kristen discussed AI. Tammy's going to discuss her life story. And you guys know me, anytime I do a canvas, I just do a deep dive. So we're going to talk about art and its effect on the community and how important it is. And it reminds me of a book that John is like always wanting me to. Oh, I know. She's so cute. I wanted to do Playing with Fire, but while I was looking, Rich had left the meeting and Kristen had left the meeting because she also does show dogs. And so she was taking her dog to a showing in the morning, early in the morning. And so it was me, Ren, and Tammy. And Tammy's like, I'm doing best friend. And I just like, let me look at these canvases. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. Then I saw one Playing with Fire. I was like, oh, she's a brunette. And Tammy's like, I'm doing also Playing with Fire. I want to order that one too. She didn't know that I might have wanted to buy it. But I was really looking for something because my plate is so full. You guys, something else I got to tell you is that I'm going to be introducing a new artist to you. A lot of, not just that the artist is new. She's not from the States. She's outside of the States. And when I looked at her artwork today, so let me get to know this artist so I know how I want to present the paintings that I do receive, and I I think when you look at something at first, it's kind of like, ah, okay, it's cute. But then when I got to know her and got to see her process, and what I love about her her page is that she walks you through her process. She walks you through how she creates everything. And I just was like, this is just freaking adorable. Wait until you see it. You guys are going to die. I think Ren is going to be Tammy gets everybody nailed down. I think maybe Tammy might have Ren. I don't know. I don't know if Ren even said, well, I he's so excited. And when we were talking in the meeting, he's so excited. He wants to have this, he wants to do that, he wants to do this, he wants to do that. And I'm like, well, are you doing any of the hosting? And he's like, well, I don't know, maybe I will. Because it's just us three, but it's a 9-week event. So even if we rotated around, well, yeah, we would have to rotate around 3 times, but I think he should do one. I really think that people should get to know him and get to know who is behind Diamond Art Emporium, because he makes it so much fun. And John and I were talking about, John went out today. He went to the gym and he went with his friend Dante. And I don't know if you guys have ever, I don't know if I've ever had any of Dante's creative work on my channel, maybe early on. And I said, I've been wanting to have Dante on my as like maybe a Tuesday live. Like I'm going to do like a creative corner, because he writes his own music and he writes his own songs. Hey, Jay Lily. And let me tell you, he's just so fascinating to me. And John was like, well, you never had me on as a creative, I was like, you're on all the time. What are you talking about? He's like, yeah, but you never I never got a chance to talk about my process. I was like, okay, well, then I think I just need to have a creative corner. We'll kick it off with Kristen, and then maybe I can grab Dante, and then we'll have you. And I think she has, but I think he should do all of our shows. He should pop up. He should pop up all our shows, and we should all talk about how we met Ren. I think Kristen talked about how she met Ren with Rich. Hi, Gwen. Are you here? Where's Gwen? I don't like when this thing zooms in on me. Why is it doing that? Gwen, did I miss you? I'm sorry. Oh, there she is. Hi, Gwen. So I actually got in touch with Ren because this is my first event that I'm hosting. And thanks, Tracy. Tracy's my biggest fan. Uh, um, I don't want to give anybody misinformation. So it's like, even though I know I heard this in the meeting and I wrote it down, I'm still like double checking everything because it's my first event. And you guys kill me. Thank you. And Tammy was nice enough to make a document of the Witch events. My event's going to be really easy. If you remember, you're in the event, and I'm so glad I made it a member only event, because let me tell you guys, there is so much that goes on to have an event. My mind was spinning, and probably why I'm double checking everything, because I didn't realize how much work, how much it just goes on behind the scenes. Yeah, you and everybody else, Jay Lee. I'm on a no buy since good. I'm still calling it Good Friday, Black Friday. And what was I saying? I forgot. Oh my God, what was I saying? Oh my gosh, right on my. Oh, so my event's going to be a real easy one. I'm so glad that I made it a member only event, because I want it to be small. I want it to be intimate. I want it to be something that if you're there, you want to be there, you get it. You get Self-Care Sunday, you get Motivational Monday, you get that I do like a deeper look at artwork and why we choose the canvases that we choose why we're attracted to the artists that we're attracted to. John has been trying to get me to read a book from oh God, what's the name of it? It's the error of romanticism in art and what it means, and I think it does really blend really well with where we're at. And so that's what my event's going to be about. It's going to be more spiritual, more mystical, more cultural, what the raven means to different cultures, like the Native Americans, and the symbolism and the mysticism of that. I'm glad I made it private, because this event, um, and Ren doing a pre-registration, and that he wants to give you get a prize just for pre-registering, and then he wants to give you a prize for shopping. He wants to give, yeah, but he wants to just he's just he's just so excited. You crack me up with I am sometimes witchy in the kitchen. So there was a lot going on, and evidently Tammy was taking shorthand because she made a comprehensive doc that I put in the community post, but I think it bears reading through. He won't come in.
Hello, people.
The intruder. What Gabrielle? What do you call him? The intruder. The oh, the interloper. Ange said hey. Gabrielle said hey. Tracy said hey. Hey John. Hey John. So we finished chapter 11 of Jaws. He said to me, "Is this thing on?" I was like, I couldn't even answer him because we were supposed to do with the reading earlier, but then he went, and his friend Dante said, "John, why don't you come with me? I go over to the senior center, and I am like the music director." So him and Dante went out. I wish I should have went. I should have videotaped the whole thing. So he was telling me like what goes on over there. So he joined up. He said it was $10 for the year. So him and Dante are going to go, and they're going to be, I have to go. I really have to go once. I have to go once and see what's going on over there. Telling everybody about you going to the senior center.
Yeah,
and you, you and Dante, you joined for $10.
I didn't join. I'm coming. I will.
Oh, you didn't join yet?
Could have had me there.
So Jay Lely said, "Call me Wednesday between 7 and 3. Oh, yeah, that's right, Jay Lely. You belong to a senior center too. I used to do it. I worked my first job out of high school was Sidney Hillman Medical Center, and it was the geriatrics section. And well, my girlfriend was in the geriatrics section, but it was basically, it was for the tailors. It was the tailors union, tailors and seamstresses, and I'm Italian, so there's all tailors and seamstresses. My father's mother worked for Stetson and made hats. My grandmother had her own dry cleaning business, and my aunt worked for After 8 Formal. So they were all there. That's where my first job was, with the senior center, and I loved it. I love hanging out with seniors. They have the best stories. They have the most fun. I love that one show with Ted Danson. Was it Ted Danson? Where he decides he's going to be a spy and he has to go to a senior center. It was off the hook. It was like Studio 54 for seniors. Okay. Oh, you're in the kitchen of the senior center. Because John said, oh, Dante said, you should join, get lunch and everything. I said, well, what was Dante eating? He's like, he looked like he had a really mean tuna fish sandwich. And my aunt, where I went to school, grade school at St. Nicholas, my aunt lived on that block. That my aunt that worked for After 8 Formals, they would take turns. Oh, John, how much is lunch? $1? Lunch is $1, right? Yeah, $1. And if you're not a member, it's $1.50. Jay Lely said they get milk and tea for $2. He thinks I'm nuts. I got, yeah, right. Absolutely. I'm frozen there too. I loved being 40. 40 was the best. I'd take 40 over 20, 30 any day. Yeah, so, my aunt would being that she lived on the block, they would let her in the school, and she would go in and set up the coffee, and when it was my aunt's turn, I used to go and bring, like, box donuts for everybody. They liked when Mary opened up the senior center, and then they took it away from them. Everything that's closing down, people don't realize how much our seniors depend on them when you have, people that go in and they rob and they steal and then the places have to close down. My aunt was lost when they closed the Dollar Tree down because it was her walk. She would walk from her home to the dollar store, which was a few blocks away. And, she would buy her little Gotsies, but she did that like every day. And then she would walk the other way and go to CVS, and then that closed. And she would go get her like milk and her every night potato. She had potato chips every single night. And then she would walk to Dunkin' Donuts and she would hang out with the girls and have like they had their little senior coupons and stuff. And then all these places closed down because Philly is just a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. I like our mayor. I think she's doing the best that she can. They're giving her a hard time, but let me tell you, I wouldn't want to run this city. No way. I will. I'll look at your IG and see your menu. That is so sweet that you do all that cooking. Love it. I love the movie Nonas too. I don't think that you're required to complete the canvas. I don't think anyone is required. I think you have to have 30% of your canvas done, and it has to be a canvas. Oh my God, 300? Wow. Oh, that's great though, that they have somewhere to go. And it's just like you have to get out and you have to socialize, and they have the one that was in my neighborhood, my old neighborhood. I used to take my neighbor because she used to wait for a pickup and they would never come. And it was like, that's her a day out. I'd be like, Serafina, her was her name. Don't you love it? I'm like, Serafina, I'll take you. And when I walked in Marconi's Plaza for the seniors, I was like, when am I getting in here? Look at what they're doing. They got arts and crafts, they're crocheting, they're playing pinochle, and wow. Oh, and that's the other thing I did when I had my, cafe. If I had any pastries left over, I got fresh pastries every day. I would take the pastries. My cafe was on Sullivan Street, and I knew who was homebound, and I would, drop off cakes, sandwiches to everybody on the street. Oh, here it comes again. Here comes the camera. I'm moving back. Let me see what's going on with Tammy's, um, doc here. I have to go to my own YouTube. I have to go to my own community post. And where am I? Posts. Okay. So wait, all the witchy details you need. So mine's is pretty easy. Um, this is a little bit more intense. Prizes will include more than $1,000 in gift cards. That's A. No new start required. Reported weekly progress for all 9 weeks. So I know that your starting canvas has to be posted August 31st, and then September the 9th, no, September the 7th is the first progress picture that you are going to post. And then on the 9th, which is that's a Saturday, so every Saturday. So reported weekly progress for all 9 weeks will qualify for all 9 weekly prize drawings. Weekly progress that is reported for at least 6 of the 9 weeks will qualify for the grand prize. No, I put it on my community post. I believe it is. I can't tell if this which information. Oh yes, it's in the Facebook group. Oh no, I think that this is on the Discord because there are links that say event registration, event calendar, event, Diamond Art Emporium Facebook group. So I believe that we settled on Facebook for the progress photos. Okay. So if you make 6 of the 9 weeks posting your progress, you could still qualify for the grand prize. Major prizes are at midweek, week 4, and Halloween, week 9. I know that's a big thing for Ren, Halloween. Yeah, he's really into it. $50 weekly gift cards. There'll be 2 separate ones, 2 $25 gift cards. Weeks 1 to 3 and 5 to 8, gift cards doubled for Emporium kits. $200 in gift cards for week 4. So it's going to be 2 separate $100 gift cards. Gift cards are doubled for anything that you buy at the Emporium. 150 grand prize gift card, 300. So that 150 is going to be worth 300 at the Emporium. 1 grand prize entry per participant. So you could have as many canvases that you want to do, but you have to pick one for your grand prize. Additional gifts and prizes for early signups, sponsor purchases. So if you buy something from a sponsor, you can qualify for another prize, and you qualify for another prize for referrals. Sponsors are also providing gift cards, discount codes for prizes, and prize redemption. Diamond Art Emporium kits are not required. That being said, I'm just reading this. You are encouraged to choose a kit from Emporium, and you will be rewarded very well if you win any of the weekly prizes. Values of gift cards double if you are registered and provide updates on your Emporium kit. Purchase incentives make incredibly affordable. Which kits are 40 by 50 will go on sale for $33. And they are on sale now and remain at that price throughout the event. Am I missing anybody? Did somebody just come? Oh, hi, Mia. And not only are they $33, but there was a discount code for $11. Hi, Shell Anderson. Hello, hello. Or Shell or Shelly. Oh, just shout it out to me. I'll get it. Let me see here. Okay, so $33 for the kit if you get it from Diamond Art Emporium. I did Drills and Chills once. I like watching everything, but I was like, oh, I forgot to watch the video. Oh, I got to make a keyword. I got to look for a keyword. I got to make a sentence. I didn't get into all that. Everybody's saying hi. Hi, hi, hi. Let me see here. Okay, $33 and will remain at that price throughout the event with discount code at checkout, which. That's the discount code, which, all in caps. The kits must be ordered and paid for through the Emporium store. The Etsy store will not have any listings because Ren is shutting down the Etsy store. And as he gets things over to diamondartemporium.com, he's taken those categories off. My phone keeps changing your name. Hey, Rich. I'm sorry, Rich, are you here? Hi, Rich. I'm sorry I didn't make your live. It was my mom's 85th, but I did watch it when I came home, and it was so interesting because I am so interested in AI art, and I think you guys did a fantastic job with clarification. Oh, your name keeps changing. Okay, so okay. The first kits will be ordered July 28th and August the 4th and weekly thereafter. The first kit should arrive by 8/20 through 8/27. You can reserve a kit that will be arriving late in August. No deposit is required. Blah, 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 blah. You guys are going to have all this. This is, I believe, on the Facebook page. You guys are just saying hello, making sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay, in weekly progress, star photos, current event updates, and questions are on the Facebook page, which DP event. On the Emporium Insiders Discord server, by email at diamondartemporium.com, because some people don't do Facebook. And so if you don't do Facebook, you can do your upload at diamondartemporium.com. So sign up, participate, complete the registration form. I think that sponsors are still being, rolled in. I think we're supposed to know what is going on by August the 15th. Signups will be accepted up to the start date 9/1/25 and still be eligible for week one prizes if the progress photo is within the schedule. Anyone can join the event. Okay, so I'm looking for like the bigger questions, and Rich, if you know, jump in. I had someone that contacted me today from Italy, and they said, "Oh, I can't join because they won't ship me a kit out to Italy, but you can still join, right? Because you could still be available for a prize because it's a gift card." Well, it would double. Well, I don't know. I said, "Listen, just join the fun." But yeah, somebody contacted me from Italy. They wanted to join. Okay. No one is going to try that. Okay, wait. Okay, what is going on here? I think I'm a little confused by that myself here. Yeah. I think they said that they actually contacted them. Or maybe she was just reading something on the site. Yeah. They can do any Halloween canvas. It doesn't have to be a witch. I chose to do a witch because I was sticking with the name of the event, witch. I chose to do one of Kristen's kits because I am hosting and I want to highlight the artist. But I know some of you have different kits from Diamond Art Club, and you're involved in others. Some people are involved in Drills and Chills, and they're involved in my event, The Raven, and they're involved in this event. So, yeah, the idea of having 3 different canvases is just like, how do you meet the deadline then too, if you have 3 different canvases? Okay, back work done, got all my lives set for August. Yay. Okay. So I think the other thing, other than, I know I had someone else say to me, I want to join the event, but I can't afford the canvas. Um, and I guess that legally licensed artwork is that the way, Rich, do you know, is that the way that it's going? Legally licensed artwork only. They might be getting a canvas from Temu, and I like, I guess if it's a blaringly, copy of like a Margaret Morales, it won't be. I don't know. I was so, for this being my first event, I was just really listening and taking it all in. And I think you missed my beginning, Rich, but I was saying, like, I can't believe how much goes into these events. And if you join any event, be kind, say thank you, because so much goes in, and there's so many people that are involved and networking together, and just for our enjoyment and, getting together as a community. Oh, my mother's here and she's a member. Rosie Sokola is my mother, if you're wondering. Um, she's joined she's joined the diamond painting community, though I don't know if she's going to be diamond painting. Thanks, guys, for the idea of multiple events. That's Gabrielle. She's in New York. Um, and she's from Australia. I'm introducing my mother to the team here. Team Diamond Painting with Elisa, Elisa Marie Designs. Mama, please drink your water. Yeah, Foofy's got it in for you too. I don't drink water. Yes, Rosie. Yeah. Oh God, I can't talk about my mother anymore. There we go. It's all over. I'm drinking 32 ounces of water right now. So this is from Ren, directly from Ren at Diamond Art Emporium. I am a staunch advocate for diamond painting, the associated crafts that diamond painting inspires and facilitates, and the benefits of diamond painting for those of us who are stressed out, worn out, tossed out. Those people also need community. I firmly believe that the community of online diamond painters, from beginner to seasoned veteran, part-time or obsessed fanatic, all enjoy the craft hobby for more than a way to pass the time. But because they find like-minded individuals here that they can't find in their own town and neighborhood, they don't exist, or they can't get out there to find them. But here, every one of us is accessible, available for chat or advice or suggestions or questions or answers. The interaction in the community makes us stronger, gives us individual strength and confidence that allows us to take on those challenges we all face with just a bit less fear and anxiety. And that is something that I think we all know in our being. I had a little bit of a chat with Tammy afterward. Her and I were talking, and we were talking about how much she was like, this changed me. Like this, I found like really good, solid people here. I have been a part of different communities in art, in sketch. Inktober is coming up. Um, Mermaid is in May, of course, for sketch artists and stuff. And I don't find the camaraderie, and I have not found the camaraderie that I found here, either with like painting, watercoloring, rubber stamping, mixed media art, crochet. I just don't find the community that you find here, because there's something about diamond painting that I think everyone has a story about how they started, and it's always something very, very deep. I started my diamond painting from, being with grief, with honor, with my 19-year-old Yorkie that I talked to Kristen about, because again, Kristen is not just, and she's like went to school for art, and she was in NASCAR, and she shows dogs, and she was showing me pictures of her horses that also race, I guess. And she's like, 19 years is a long time. I'm like, yeah, but nobody prepares you for the hole that's left when your 19-year companion goes. So that's what, I think after my first diamond painting, I just knew that there was something different about this. And I think everyone has that anchor. That's like a common anchor in diamond painting. We all have something that brings us together. This is all I found. Piracy claims and intellectual property ownership is closely watched for this event. Okay. So like you said, no glaringly stolen artwork. Okay. So I really want this person to join the event. She's another Canadian. She's been with me a long time. I don't want her to feel left out. She does a live every day um, on her channel. So, and this is her thing. She does a lot of witch canvases. So I will let her know. Yeah, and Tracy, you're going through that now. You just lost your guy. Um, and I really loved, put a spotlight on the diamond painting shop. 2 years ago, I read her story of how the diamond painting shop came to be because, coming out of a pandemic. And her sister died during COVID, and her mother, of course, um, the grief there. And I don't know how she got involved with diamond painting, but she said, if I could, I would open up a diamond painting shop. And that was it. Diamond painting shop was born out of, the loss of Rosa's sister, and her mother, it picks canvases and does diamond painting. She said, my mother did 12 diamond painting canvases the first year. And I think that she was like, oh gosh, and she was helping her run the store and picking canvases. So diamond painting and coloring are the only hobbies I've stuck with for more than a year. And that's what I was afraid of. I was afraid when I first started diamond painting, I was like, listen, I'm not getting sucked into these pens and this putty and this wax. Yeah, I'm not getting sucked in. I think for the first year I used the little white trays or the little green ones and the diamond painting sticks. I still use them, and the red or the blue wax, whatever came. I'm like, I'm not getting sucked into this because I know me, and I have a basement full of crafts. I could start my own Hobby Lobby. I'm not getting sucked into this. And I just said that this is something that I am not just going to put on the side. This is something that I'm going to be doing. And because it's so diverse, then you have Summer with the Masters, and I just love that. And I love that I can go on the public domain and I can find artwork that I love and I could have it rendered. I could have a custom kit. I love that. I've had work done through Dreamer Designs that it looks like an oil painting. I just adore it. And like I said, everything is done for you, but yet it's not a mindless activity. It's still very deliberate. The artwork is done for you, and where the colors go is done for you. And you have to set up, but it's still a very deliberate practice. She hasn't, but she took my bookmark when she was here on Saturday or Sunday. She's like, "Oh, did you make this?" I said, "Yes." She's like, "Oh, I like that," because she's into now like celestial stuff like moons and stars and gemstones. And I said, take it. It was the one that I did from Make Market, Michael's Make Market. And I said, well, you could do something like that. You could do something little like that. She said, I can't really see myself doing this. So I don't know. We'll see. Bookmark. So no. How about your mother, Gabrielle? Does she get into this? I can't wait until we have our member meetup because I'm dying to see your Botticelli. How far you got? I love ice cold Coca-Cola mutt nuts. Love it. Everybody's having cocktails. I'm like, I'll have a Coke. Anybody else have I know that what's her face? Oh my gosh, Katie at Diamonds and Washi. I know her mom comes when her mom comes to visit. She gets to diamond paint with Katie. That's kind of sweet. No, I have a husband going in the background. And you wanted me to turn my air conditioner on? Yeah. Did you do your neighbor canvas yet? Canvases with your neighbors? I'm gonna have to go in the other room. He is so unaware that I am doing something, and he's in the yard with his phone, and I didn't even realize because he makes noise all the time. I didn't even realize that he was watching something on his phone. So I'll go in here where it's cooler. I was going to show you guys my mermaid. Oh, I thought I was going to walk on Foofy. Um, I wanted to show you guys my mermaid because I was waiting for John to read chapter 11 of Jaws, and um he was just like, I can't do it, I have to run right out the door. When I come in, I was like, all right, well, I have an hour's worth of diamond painting my mermaid, and then you're going to get that because I'm the whole time, and then I'm going to take the volume off and I'm going to put it inside the chapter 11 of Jules. Oh, you can't hear him? Oh yeah, but he's just so unaware that, you're in the yard and you got this. I don't know what he's listening to. I said to him, I swear to God, if you don't put these hearing aids in, this is a lifetime of music. And rest in peace, Ozzy. And I just cannot even believe. First, let me just tell you this. I'm like, if you don't put these hearing aids in, I'm going to crazy glue them in your ears when you're sleeping. But today I was talking to one of my members, the only Oz Angel. And she's like, Elisa, do you mind if I do the kit that you're doing for your Raven event? Because my daughter's name is Raven. I'm like, no, absolutely not. I would love it if you did the same kit that I'm doing. So I got my events mixed up and I was like, oh, guess what? Kristen is Kristen's going to be on next week on my live. And she's an Ozzy fan because I just saw her post his, last concert, goodbye concert, farewell concert, on her page. So make sure you're here for, next week's live. And John came home. He's like, Ozzy died today. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no. I can't believe it. Like, I literally was just talking about him like 2 hours ago. It really is something. And let me tell you something else. I was in Michael's and I really could not find anything in Michael's. I know that they have their own line, but I don't know if they're restocking, but I could not find anything that was like, let me get that. Let me get something new. Let me show something new. In the meantime, I have 3 boxes that have been delivered with diamond paintings, and I couldn't tell you what is in any of them because they're all, I'm like, what did I order? I still have um the canvases from the Diamond Art Club 7-year anniversary. I don't know what's in there. I don't know what I bought. And then Dreamer Designs, those troublemakers, they sent an email out saying these are going to be discontinued. And I'm like, I am not going to lose out. I lost out on the Sacred Heart by Curtis Reikovich. I'm like, I'm not losing out on that. And so I ordered 3 of his canvases that were going to be discontinued.
You can't believe it. You saw me.
My son wanted to come in. I had turned, he came in and followed me in here with that radio. You!
It was an accident. My phone.
I had to come in here because what we heard was your phone, whatever you were listening
His
to.
son on his own decided he wanted to come in.
He comes in now because he knows he's going to come back in. Is it the Foofy? No, I did not get the Foofy claws. There is a painting of Foofy. I showed you with the Santa hat on, and Tracy's like, "Did you get the Foofy claws yet?" I'm like, "No, I have to finish Foofy." And they're both Peggy Collins. And Peggy Collins, I don't know what she's doing. Everything is a mosaic.
Sorry, I did not mean
Does
that.
anybody need a husband? Anybody need a husband? I'm going to put a sale sign on you. He sings. He dances. He tells jokes. Does catering. He cooks. Name your price. I'll even pay for the shipping, pirate ship. I'll pirate ship him right to you. Oh my God. I can't believe he came out. He sat right down and put the thing on. I'm like, Somebody should really, truly, honestly follow us with a camera. They should talk about reality show. Them Real Housewives got nothing on me. Oh my God. I'm checking the time so that we don't miss out on Dead Sea and go over to and see what's going on. I had my son look at my Discord. I should be telling you things that are happening. I had my son look at my Discord. He signed up. I'm like, let me see what it looks like from your end. And I'm like, oh my God, I have so much work to do. He's like, I'm just going to have my friend Mike come over and he'll help you get it set up. But I really want to know how I'm going to stream Jaws for when we finish the story. So let me tell you, we were on 9th Street. You're going to hear this anyway. If you get he moved all the books. If you read the chapter, Johnny, you have to read Scrooge at Christmas. All right, okay, I will tell him. This whose channel? Can someone list her channel, please? I can't find her. Whose channel? Jay Leely's like, nope, I'm living a single life. Oh, so we're on 9th Street. We get done eating dinner. And I on 9th Street, there's like all these like little shops and Ditzy. Okay. And it's Ditzy's Diamond Den. And we go into a bookstore and I'm looking around like I don't need any books. I do Audible and all that. And I look down and what's looking at me? Jaws. But mine's is the 18th printing, John's is the 9th. I thought he had the original one. His is the 9th. So, and then I went right over to Peter Benchley and I bought The Deep and I bought Phantom of the Opera because I've never read Phantom of the Opera. Ditsy's Diamond Den. Yeah, that's her. And I have a book that I'm reading in September for us because when I was in this little bookstore on 9th Street, I pulled this flyer out. I'm like, movie night. You guys show movies in here? It's like, oh yeah, we have movie night. You should come. I'm like, all right. I'm like, what are you playing? I opened it up. I was like, oh no, here, I put the flyer right back. I was like, this movie frightened me from the first time that I saw it. I never saw anything like it. It was a play. I think it was released in the 50s. It was a play. It was released in the 50s. And when the movie starts, they give you a warning that says, please do not give away any part of this film. Do not give away any of the little secrets because there's like, you're kind of like, oh, it might have been even earlier than the 50s. It might have been the 40s. And please don't give away the ending. And I'm like, I am going to read this book in October and we're going to get Johnny to read Scrooge. He wants to read. Nobody wants to read. I'm like, no, you're not reading that. You're not going to depress diamond painters. Let's see what to read. Oh my God. I can't remember what he wants to read. I'm like, no, it's too depressing. You're not reading that. Go find something happy to read. But I'll get him to read Scrooge. I'll take the next one. He did Jaws. I'm going to read mine. And then he'll be ready for Christmas. He'll read Scrooge. He'll do a good job on Scrooge. See you there. Is it time? Are we going to Dead Seas? 7:54. What else can I tell you? Anybody here on Discord, and how do you feel about Discord? Is it intimidating? Because once I started to set it up, it's kind of repetitive and but there's just some things like I think I have my roles and my permissions set up, and I think that was the one thing that I was really anxious about. But Min loves Discord. I know you do. Chris at the Diamond Brush loves Discord. Tracy, is that yay that you loved it? Cat here in Chaos. Hi, how are you? Do you still do an event calendar? Cat here in Chaos. Do you do an event calendar? I think at one time I was getting my information from you. You had like a calendar of everybody's events coming up. Gabrielle finds it confusing. Does anyone do it with Ditzy? Because I know Ditzy put one. Sunday, she was like, anybody want to hang out? 4 o'clock Pacific time. Oh, hit the like button, people. Can I hit my own like button? Oh no, it won't let me like myself. So yeah, then I'm like, then how am I going to stream Jaws if you guys don't know how to get on Discord? Because I think that she streamed Wizard of Oz, or she's going to stream Wizard of Oz. And then the book that I'm reading, you're going to, if you didn't see this movie, I'm not telling you what the book is yet. It's got to come. I had to get it from eBay. If you've never seen this movie, once you know what it is, you're going to be like, okay, yeah, because I was following you. If you've seen this movie, you'll be like, oh yeah, it's a great movie. It's going to be a great book to read. And if you didn't see this movie and you see it, you're going to be like, wow, it's a really good movie. Really good. If you like things like in the theme of like, I don't want to say it terrified me because I scare easily. It's suspenseful. If you like things like Alfred Hitchcock Presents, some of those were really twisted. Then it's like in that vein. That to me is like that to me is like horror because I scare very easily. Nope. But that would be a good one to read. Not the birds. Oh, you guys. Should you win a prize if you guess what it is? I'm getting like Randy's wearing off on me. You get a prize and you get a prize. I'm like, Oprah's got nothing on this guy. You're gonna love it when you see it. And I hope that you guys have seen it. Should I just tell you? Because I can't keep a secret. All right. I'm going to read. I'll tell you next week. No. I'm going to read The Bad Seed. The original Dracula. Oh, what was it? I just told you. The Bad Seed. Hi, how are you? Where's my pen? Oh, I put everything away. I got my first leopard leather work from Drills and Chills, and it came with the little case that was branded, and it came with the one tray that I use religiously, my gold one. I love my leopard leather works. You never heard of The Bad Seed? Don't watch the movie. This is why I didn't want to tell you guys. The Bad Seed. No, wait a minute. Why can't I chat? Here. Right here. Oh my God. I'm so used to my Apple. Oh my God, I can't see and I can't spell. It's my South Philly accent. Who's seen the movie? You got 50 seconds before we all run over to Ditsy's. Who's seen the movie? The movie is so good. And I think we should watch the movie after. Do you know why? Did you see the movie, Tracy? Gabrielle. Oh my God. It's so good. It's so good. Oh God, I'm saying the 50s, 1934. And let me tell you, it still holds up today. And it's you can't, like, you don't tell anybody. Probably at that time when they said don't tell anyone, don't give the theme of the story away, that's probably why no one knows what it is, but it's a classic. It is so good. And I love those movies that kind of like take place in one room because it takes place in just one apartment. I don't think that they ever really leave the apartment at all. Just those one scenes. Yeah. Oh, it's so good. So I'm waiting for the book to come. And being that you all know, and I don't trust any of you not to watch the movie, I'm probably going to have to start reading it early. It's so good. It's so good. It is 8 o'clock. Do you know where Ditzy is? We're going to run over to Ditzy's. We're going to see what's going on there and see what kind of information she's got. Thanks, everybody, for showing up. I hope I was able to give you information that you were looking for. If not, that Google Doc is on my community post. Check the Facebook event page, and I need to make an event page for myself. Bye. Good night, Mom. If you're still here, I don't know where you are. And if you want to continue talking to us, I am headed also over to Ditzy's. I'm getting ditzy myself. Good night, all. See you next week, where I will have Kristen here. Kristen Block here, who is the artist for some of the Witch event for the Diamond Art Emporium.